exercise and osteoporosis or bone health. So we can use exercise to help maintain the strength of our bones. Our bones are living cells. As with all cells in our body, they are recycled over time so that we can have the strongest and best functioning cells available. There's a few periods across the lifespan where we might be reabsorbing more bone than we can lay down, and we can create new bone, and that can create a little imbalance, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. So around, between 25 to say 30 is where we have our optimum bone strength, and that's a really important time. Even before then, from our puberty years up to 25, 30, we need to make sure we can do everything we can to support our bone health, and that gives us the best foundation for later years in life. But whatever your age, whatever your gender, we can always work to improve our bone health. So the first thing we need to do is apply the right amount of stress. So we want to be able to stimulate our bones to respond to the stress that we're providing without exceeding it. So if you can walk, we know you can tolerate a certain amount of force. So 1.2 tons body weight with every step we take, and then we can use that as our foundation to build on. So strength training is fantastic because the impact of walking is good, but you've been walking since you're so big, it's very familiar. Our bones, they have a very short attention span, and anything that's too familiar, they don't really pay too much attention. So it needs to be different, it needs to be varied, and then they respond to the stimulus. So what we do is we start off with walking, and then we might transition into a bit of a hop or a skip, and then lots of strength training, always supported with strength training, because when we're lifting weights, which can be with our legs, it can be with our arms, can be with everything that we've got, those muscles are tense and they pull on the bones, and that's a nice stress for our bones. So we use strength training and then walking, and then we make things a little bit more dynamic as tolerated. So we want to always work to improve our bone strength, our bone health, and we combine that with some balance and other forms of exercise as well. But you can always improve. You just need to make sure you have the right dose of exercise to match your current condition.